Hello, everyone. This is Niambi Ingram. I am the creator of Dating Woes. This is a project I've been working on for a couple years now. Just going back and forth, just thinking about my purpose and just why I keep having these crazy date scenarios. And one thing that just keeps coming back to me is just being able to tell everyone my stories. So I feel like this would be a story time kind of situation where I will just tell everybody about a particular person, a date, the outcome, and what happened. Some of these stories that people are going to automatically assume they were fake, they were made up, and I would say that every single thing that I'm going to tell you is 100% true. There is nothing made up. There's nothing fabricated. This is completely and 100% God's honest truth about what I've gone through in the dating world. And this goes from meeting in person, meeting at events, some I met at church, office, work, social media, DMs, online dating. I mean, there's so many different places that I've met people. And for some reason, these guys have I don't know what it is. They have gone to the max of craziness. But I have so many stories. I was trying to think of which one to tell first because I've had so many crazy stories. But I guess I would start with the most recent one. I met this guy on the BLK dating app. It's the one that's supposed to be for Black people specific dating. I went on this website. I saw this guy had liked me 2 months ago. And I was like, he's cute. He said he was an educator. He went to Morehouse. So I'm like, okay, all right, HBCU love there. Let me see what's going on with this guy. So I responded back to his message, say, hey, how are you doing? We exchanged pleasantries. He seemed like he had a head on his shoulder. And he was like, we want to speak? And I was like, sure. So I gave him my phone number, and he happened to have an iPhone. So I was like, cool, you want to FaceTime? And he was like, sure. Because a lot of times these people be catfishing you. So it's good to get, picture verification on some of these people. So, we was like, let's FaceTime. Great. So pulled up FaceTime, had great conversations, could tell he was intelligent. He wasn't stupid. I explained to him about my issues I've had with online dating. He was like, well, I'm not going to lie to you. He showed me his degrees on the wall. He showed me his plaques and everything. We talked for several days. He showed me his classroom because he was an educator. He told me he coached basketball. I mean, we went on and on about all these verification, everything to make me see that this guy is maybe legit. He said he was 41, looking for a wife. Was spiritual. He said he was definitely religious. He said he hasn't been with anybody for a long period of time. He's looking for a wife. He's looking for to date seriously and start with friendship and then move to something else. So I was like, okay, great. Let's do this. I was like, this is what I'm looking for too. I'm not trying to jump into anything with anybody. I want to start with a friendship and then go forward. So then we decided to that we're going to hang out on last week. And this is actually a current situation. This happened literally last week. So I was like, okay, let's hang out. Let's go to this event. I have tickets for it. Let's do this thing. He was like, cool. So then I get an anonymous text message on last Friday. This is January 28th. So it was about a week ago. And he was like, hey, I want to stop by real quick. And I'm just like, all right, this is kind of weird. But I was like, all right, let's say hi to each other, whatever. So then he was like, hey, let's hang out. And I'm like, all right, we can watch Netflix or whatever, order some food or whatever. Let's figure this out. So it gets here, and he was like, let's watch Netflix. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he pulled up Jezebel, which it just came out last week. So I was like, I haven't seen it yet. Let me figure this out. Let me watch it. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and watch a new movie. I was like, I just got home, went to the grocery store, bought some chicken and some salad and stuff. And I was like, are you hungry? And he was like, no, I'm not hungry. I don't eat that. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm not, I don't care about people's restrictions when it comes to dietary needs or whatever. I'm like, cool. I eat fried chicken. I'll admit it, but people out here are kind of weird on kind of stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I didn't eat my food. I was just like relaxing on the couch. Like I was on my computer doing some work and stuff, and he was on the other side of the couch because we said we're gonna be definitely platonic. Then he proceeds to like ask for a massage, and I'm like, I'm not gonna massage you. I'm not doing it. And then second thing, he's like, well, dang. And I was like, well, I need a massage. At this point, if you want to massage something, my feet hurt. I've been walking all day. And he was just like, that's not right. I already asked you first. And I'm just like, okay, strike number one. He's kind of weird. Then number two, his daughter is 14. She calls him. And then he proceeds to like be really irate with her. He's like, oh, stop calling me. I'm going to block you. And I'm just like, why is he being so irate with his daughter? Like, this is so weird. I was like, this is like strike number two. Like, I'm pretty much done at this point of this guy acting like really outrageous. So then like about 20 some minutes later, he's on his phone and he was like, oh man, my food's here. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, I just ordered some food. I'm hungry. I was like, okay. So at this point, this guy has been really aggressive with his daughter. He's been like talking really crazy about the movie that we're watching. And then he like ordered foods for himself. So at this point, I'm pretty much done. And I see what kind of guy he is. Like, he's not what he said he was. He wasn't portrayed as. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm done. And this night went crazier. It went completely crazier after that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? I can't go into more detail about what happened. But let's just say it went crazier than that. And then, like, at the end of everything, I was like, hey, like, I was kind of good on him or whatever. And I'm a cordial person, so I'll just like make sure people get home and stuff like that. But I don't have to like you because I'm trying to live my life more like Jesus. So I'm like, you know what, make sure you just get home. Are you okay? Kind of thing. I'll be concerned like that, but I don't have to like you for real. So he proceeds to say like, hey, I think we can only be friends. And I'm just like, but that's what I told you I wanted in the first place. I didn't want anything else because like I turned down his advances because he was really trying to get with me. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't want anything like that. Like, I've already explained this to you before we even started talking. You were in agreement with me. You said you didn't want to do anything either, but the second you get in my presence, you're trying to get with me. And I'm like, that's not cool. You're trying to kiss me, you're trying to hold me, you're trying to do all these things. And I'm like, hold on, like, I'm not trying to do this stuff. So he completely flipped the script or whatever. So that was a complete turnoff. So I told him, like, you're pretty aggressive and I don't like that. Then he totally flipped the script, was like, oh, I can't be your friend no more. I'm going to block you and all the other stuff. And I'm just like, like, so for me, explaining about what you are, you're going to completely like block me. Stop talking to me. Like, he literally like blocked me on Facebook. He blocked me on Instagram. He's like blocked me on his phone. He took me off of all his websites, everything. He completely got rid of me. And I'm just like, dang, for me voicing my opinion about how his actions were, I could tell he was just not really sane at this point. And that's just like one dating story. There's so many more out there, but that's just one I want to tell you guys about. More to come. Check out my website, niambithegreat.com, and go to Dating Woes. There's more information on there. Thanks.